Hello, you beautifully detailed inner frames. Joel here from the Hangar Bay, bringing you September 2019's p-bandai delivery. Ton of stuff to get through, so let's get to it, shall we? So first up, we have the double fin funnel expansion for the RG New. This is probably the most popular item for this month. This is actually completely sold out on my store, though I expect additional runs to be made available from the p-bandai store, and I will pick them, well, I will order them when they can become available, and I will make them available on my store. So this is just, these are actually runners that are found with the New, so these are manufactured on the exact same set of runners, which is sort of interesting, which means that this and the New cannot be manufactured at the same time. The factory can only manufacture this or the New at any one given time, so that puts a bit of a constraint on the numbers of production. The New itself, the RG New, that's completely sold out in Japan. If you want to buy one, you'd be buying it on the secondary market and paying a fair bit for it. So yeah, exceptionally popular because it is a really, really nice kit. So the other unique thing you get with this set is the water slide decals. So this is one of the few RG kits that comes with water slides. Also to note is that the RG Crossbone X2 that's announced in December, that also comes with water slides. Aside from the water slides, we also have the Aznable base, along with the stand and armatures for displaying the fin funnels in whatever dynamic pose that you'd like. No effects for it, unfortunately, unlike the MG version, which has effects similar to that. But yeah, this is super popular. When it becomes available, I recommend going for it immediately, because it will disappear very, very quickly, because the New is a fantastic kit and the water slides just make it, really put it over the top. Alright, check that out, double fin funnels for RG New. Next up we have the MG Hazel 2 early type. So this is a TR1 variation of the Hazel 2. This is based on the MG Hazel that we saw back during 2017, which uses the old, and I mean old, inner frame from the Mark II. I've actually opened up this one because I was curious to check it out. Here we have what the new runners are for basically for the kit. So here you got the tri booster that's for the backpack, along with the new head crest for the Hazel 2 head. So with this kit you've got three different variations that you can build it in. You can build it as the Hazel 2 early type, you can build it as a reserve unit, or you can build it as the Jim Quel. Also not documented is it's possible to build it as the high mobility type, but that will require some painting to make it correct with the pinstripes, and you will also need some extra parts from the advanced Hazel, which I'll detail lately. But these are the detail later. These are the new runners that we see with the kit. So these aren't found with the MG Hazel. Most of the kit is just MG Hazel. It's just these few extra runners here that make up the additional parts for making the reserve or the Quel, along with the booster and the rifle for it. Interesting to note is this is really a bit of a kludge in terms of parts, because this is a KPS runner, so it's this sort of grey matte softer plastic, and it's mixed in with the much, much older ABS plastic that you found with the Mark II, which is along with regular styrene that you're finding with the other kit, so it's really, really mixed up. But yeah, it's a really big box as well, because it's containing three different variations and it's got a lot of leftover plastic afterwards. But yeah, so as for the high mobility type, the key issue is while it contains these backpack thrusters, it doesn't contain these two parts here and support the shield boosters, along with this yellow part there. That enables it to get the high mobility type. So most of the parts can be found on the kit, except for the shield boosters, that you'll need the shield booster expansion, but that's its own separate thing. But most of these parts can be found on the kit, except for that. If you have an advanced Hazel and you've built it as the a Hazel Raw second form, then you will have these parts, because you don't use the shield boosters on the back. You need to use the backpack from the Hazel custom, preferably in Titan's colors. But yeah, so there are 4 ways to build that. So if you want multiples, there's definitely lots of ways you can do that. It's just the few seconds for that. Anyway, together later. MG Hazel 2 early type. HG Gym Intercept Custom Fellow Booster equipped. So, this one I also opened up because I noticed something really interesting with it. So here we have these extra runners. That so we have it's a Gym Intercept, which is a retail kit, with these extra runners that help it build the fellow booster. So it's those ones, that one, and these ones. Otherwise it's just the retail kit. So these allow it to build the big backpack unit that's famous from the MSV version. But the other interesting thing is I noticed was that there's some switches here, and if you follow me on Twitter you'll see me detail these better. But here and here, for example, there, that is strange. They're not used as part of this kit. So what I strongly suspect that's going to come out of this is also a Corvette booster. So a strong indication that we're seeing at least more gyms. Whether that Corvette booster will come on the Gym Intercept, which I suspect, or come as just a regular gym that we'll see at retail, and then they'll have a Corvette booster at p-bandai. That remains to be seen. I would assume that they'll make a gym at some point because it's such an iconic suit, obviously. I'm surprised we haven't seen it in the first iterations of the HG gyms in the Origin line, but there's more planned, obviously. So yeah, otherwise I hope you check this one out. Gym Intercept Custom Fellow Booster equipped. RG Perfect Strike Gundam. So this is mostly the Ale Strike plus Sky Grasper that we find at retail, but it also has an extra runner for the battery pack. So unfortunately stickers, unlike the original, doesn't have water slides. But here I'll show the key one. Here at the bottom you've got this runner here. And this runner. This is all new for this kit. This is the battery pack parts. It also has these two parts down here. These are for connecting the L Striker pack to the Gundam itself. This should be a much more secure connection because you have all of this weight from the two different striker packs plus the battery pack on the backpack. It needs additional reinforcement to keep it stable, so they've replaced the parts. So if you look at the instructions, you'll see the original parts are crossed out, and that allows you to build the Perfect Strike more secure. So otherwise it's mostly the same as retail, just that battery pack and the additional connectors. That's the only key difference on that one. But yeah, this is still, again, quite a popular kit because it is the Perfect Strike, and it is the perfect version of the Perfect Strike. But yeah, so if this is something, and then I know there's plenty of fans of the L Strike and the Perfect Strike out there, so this is something to check out if you're into that, or into Gundam Seed. RG Perfect Strike. HG Zaku 1 Char's Custom. So this has the unique box art, obviously. So first order of business is I cannot guarantee the condition of the box. As per the disclaimer that's given on all the boxes, this is not part of the product. There's the plastic inside that's part of the product. If there's cosmetic damage to the box, there's nothing I can do about it. I will try my best to preserve the box. I know there's plenty of people that are out there collecting boxes, but it's impossible to guarantee. The people that deliver the kits are a bit rough with it, and I can only do my best under those circumstances. I am sorry about that. However, kit is inside. This is a little bit unique. So it is the Zaku 1 that you saw at the beginning of the video. It's identical to this kit, except the colours are a little different. Now this one is painted, so the colours are a bit darker than when it comes retail, but as you can see, they got this very bright pink for some of the inner frame parts. It is otherwise identical to that kit. It also comes with, well, it comes with the stickers. Whoa, that's interesting. It should come with water slide decorations. I just have to find them. Oh, there they are. Yeah. So okay, so it has the stickers and the water slide. I guess for the stickers for the mono eye, but yeah. Otherwise, identical to the retail kit aside from the colour differences, and those water slides which can or can't be, or may not be difficult to find depending on where you are. But yeah, the Origin Zakus, they're great kits, so if you're a fan of Char, this is definitely one to check out. You will need to do a bit of seed line removal for the shoulder because of how it sandwiches. Aside from that, great kit otherwise. and if you're lucky and get yourself a nice perfect box, you can also display that. HG Zaku 1 Char. HG Strike Freedom Gundam with the Dragoon display, or was it DX? Wings of Light DX edition, sorry. So, this is actually a reissue, and this is the second one on the reissue because the first one sold out really quickly. I decided to just show it off because I don't think it's been seen on camera anyway. So this is mostly the same as the retail kit that we saw in the HG Strike Freedom, except it has the plated parts for the inner frame and the Mega Cannon or Mega Particle Launcher that's on the front of the Strike Freedom, as well as display effects and Wings of Light for showing off the Dragoons. So it's a really, really fancy looking version of Strike Freedom. It's really, really cool. There is an RG version of this kit. Between this and the RG, I think this is a little bit nicer because of the joint stability and frame stability. RG is a bit flaky in that regards, and you're not going to be able to paint the inner frame and give it the really shiny gold coating like this one has. You could also just get the water slides that are available, the RG ones, and stick them on this kit, and you get yourself a really, really pretty looking 1/144 scale Strike Freedom Gundam. So yeah, if this is something that piques your interest, please check it out. HG Strike Freedom Gundam. So coming up next month, we have the HG Hururu 2. So this is being long anticipated. Not too far after the Primrose, which is sort of interesting, is the Hururu 2. So these are the parts, we need 2 of them to build the Woundwort Ra. Now technically you don't need 2 if you get yourself 2 Garplant Hararus, so you have 2 extra multi-arms, then you have 4 shoulder units, but you only need 2 of them. Unfortunately they also use ABS, so it's not perfect. But you would be able to build a Woundwort Ra with only a single Hururu 2 kit. It has the leg connectors for attaching the shoulder units to the legs, so all of that's covered. You probably want to get 2 of them though, just because of the nicer shoulder units with the kit, and it would have the two multi-arms with it, so you'd have 4 multi-arms for building it. Interesting thing, I was looking at the Woundwort Ra at GBT. The shoulder units connect into the shoulders, unfortunately, on the Woundwort, which is the same place where the long composite beam or composite shield booster connects into, so those can't connect at the same time, which is a bit wonky, unfortunately. But yeah, much anticipated kit. We'll see what else we can do with it in terms of other Ra forms and gigantic arms and things like that with the cannons that come with the Hururu 2. I'll look into that definitely. HG Hazel 2. So this is a big kit. This thing is massive. It also transforms, it splits apart. It's sort of based on the Woundwort, but there's a lot new going on with it. There's also Hazel 2 Ra that's also planned. I'm not sure if you'll be able to build the TR1, so the 3C Hazel, so the original version. The kit is so big, I'm not sure how that's going to fit out on the Advanced Hazel's legs. But that's there as a option. I will definitely look into what's going on with that, or whether we need to wait for a different variation or to attach all the additional parts to make the Hazel 2 Ra. Other HG, we have the second Victory Gundam. People were hoping for an MG version of it. Unfortunately, it's only HG. Bunch of new parts with it. It's a really sweet looking kit. So that's reasonably popular. It's super popular, but it's there. We're gonna sell out for next month, and I'll move on to December when the next availability is. It's a cool kit otherwise. Then you have the MG Harrison Madden F91. So this is a little interesting. So it's the F91. Comes with water slides. It comes with the darker colours, which are Harrison Madden's colours, and there are some comments that has different vents on it. So the price tag is a little bit different from the MG F91 2.0. So I'm expecting a tiny bit of parts variation with that. Some of the chest markings were done in the water slides, not with actual colour corrections or stickers or anything like that. You notice the chest part is a little bit different on the F91 between the retail and the Harrison Madden version, so got to see about that. And then finally, in terms of MGs, we have the Gym Dominance Philip Hughes custom. So it's the Gym Dominance that we saw before last year with the cool twin beam cannon on the side, and it also comes with the extra tripods like Gatlings that hook up to the backpack, so it's a really beefy version of the Gym Dominance. Yeah, so those are really cool kits. So definitely looking forward to what's going on next month, especially in terms of Advanced Zeta. Anyway, if you're interested in anything that you've seen in this video, if there's anything that I've mentioned that's up and coming, anything in the future like the Crossbone X2 RG version, or anything in the past that you've seen before, please check out my eBay store, links in the description. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and catch you next time. Bye bye.